Yo, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of My Hero Academia. This is episode 99, and it was pretty awesome, man. I'm really enjoying. Oh wow, that's kind of loud. No, that's perfect. No, I'm really enjoying. I really enjoyed this arc. Overall, I think this arc started off kind of. I guess the best way to say it is that this arc started off very rough. I wasn't a big fan of it. Although there are great moments where the supporting characters shine, I wasn't sold on it right away. But I will say towards the middle and towards the end, I really appreciate this arc for what it is, and I've really enjoyed seeing the development of each individual character. And although we only saw partial development for some characters, we did get a lot of development for some of the characters that I wouldn't say I didn't have any love for, but characters I was very meh about. And if this arc showed anything, really, it showed that one, Ida and Bakugo have just shot up and become some of the characters that I really consider some of my favorite. Along with Tokiyami. Tokiyami's always been like my personal favorite, like my biased favorite character in this show, only because when it comes to Tokiyami, I love the dark aspect he does. Bakugo is one character that's surprising, along with Ida, who surprisingly shot up really high on my list of characters that I really like. I didn't expect at all that these characters were going to be so fucking good and they were going to shine so fucking bright. Yeah, definitely. One thing I will have to say, that did catch me off guard was seeing Deku use Black Whip and just seeing him learn his second quirk, along with the strengthening quirk, which I want to talk about that in a bit. So I'll go off on that in a bit, but all together, let's just jump right into this episode. We pick up where we last left off with Monoma trying to hit Deku, only for Shinzo to, just throw the mummy wrap, and then bam, we see a good old Deku protect his waifu. And was like, bruh, if you want the fades, all you had to do was say, "Come here, what's good?" And he climbs up the tape or the wrap. He meets Shinzo, and they both go at it. And right when Shinzo's about to use this his tape to bring down these pipes, Deku uses fucking Black Whip, man. First off, I did not expect him to use Black Whip literally after everything that just occurred. I mean, even the teachers were like, no. He still looks like he's got it. I was shocked. I was very surprised to see him even attempt this, because he was so frightened from not even 5 minutes ago. But of course, because of this, he has Uraka make him weightless. So he's trying to get a hang of the ropes. He's trying to get a hang of the black whip, see if he can use it in this battle, which I kind of hoped he was going to. I thought he was going to use this quirk to win, but it's all good. I'm kind of happy that he's still learning, that he has to learn how to percentile. He has to measure how much power output he puts, because of the fact that it's multiplied with One for All. It is definitely something that he has to now measure. And for every quirk, I'm assuming he's gonna learn more than one quirk at this point. I mean, the movie says he has 8 quirks, I think, or 7. Even the guy says 7, right? 7 quirks, 7 more, I think he said. But I'm guessing he's gonna have to learn how to percentile each quirk for specifically, like if he uses 8% of all for one, he has to use 2% of Black Whip, so it measures out, so he's not going overboard. I'm just guessing. I'm not really positive. But wow, do we see this fight go on? He's chasing Shinzo, because Shinzo's like, bro, I gotta get the fuck out of here, bro. You out here lying, you here bluffing, telling me that you don't know how to use this quirk, but then you use it, and it's just insane. But thankfully, Uraka takes down Monoma, and she puts him away, only for Monoma just to keep talking, doing his best to stop them. Along with that, everybody else is throwing fades great, and dude, Mineta, godly tier, bro. When he purposely set up his balls to work not only against not against Class B, but also to kind of give him the advantage to like zoom through the area and get some jigglies in his face. Yo, Mineta is a G, bro. He's kind of low-key pretty badass. Not only did he find a way to keep the villains at bay, or Class B in this sense, keep them at bay, but he was able to use it offensively and privately as well. He was able to use it for his own personal gain. I was like, Mineta, I fuck with you. Mineta really did it that way. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. What else happens in this episode other than the boobies in the face? Of course, they get the right hands going. They're throwing the haymakers, and we jump back to Monoma and Uraka, and she's kind of like doing her best to not talk because she's afraid that he has the brainwashing quirk as well. Spoiler alert, he doesn't, but it is still very good to be safe. Just, we have to have that that caution, because he keeps talking and he makes it seem like he has more than one quirk. Oh, that he can hold more than one quirk longer than the duration that he's led to believe. Still don't know whether he's bluffing or not. But after she puts him away in the prison, he lets her know that he has a certain fire that he saved onto Deku. But Uraka has enough trust, and I gotta give it to Uraka. She's kind of like, if there was any best girl for Deku, and I know everyone was like, Sue and Deku would go together well, but I don't think they have the dedication like Uraka does, bro. She has the dedication to be like, look, I trust him. I trust that he's got this. And so she jumps out and she goes straight to help out the homies. She helps out Pixie Chick and Mineta. They're with Uraka going there to help them out. She is able to turn the tides. They're able to capture Poltergeist. They're able to capture Twin Impact dude, and they're also able to capture what was the other guy? The nut guy, to make it, control it. Yeah, they're able to catch everybody basically, and it's pretty good. But Monoma has a secret weapon that he was using as well during this fight. He was able to touch Deku, so he was able to use Twin Impact on Deku. And during this is where the Shinzo and Deku fight go hard, bro. And I love it when we see Deku just wrap himself in Shinzo's wraps and puts that leg up, and he's like, "What's good? What's good, son?" It is just, oh my god, that was so good. I was like, oh my lord, oh my god, Deku, you gotta give it to him, bro. He's got the will of fire, but this is not Naruto here. This is my hero. It's pretty good, pretty decent. So the episode ends, of course, with Class B losing to Class A. I mean, there was never a doubt, really. But we do get Deku giving the class like, look, I'm sorry, I couldn't control my quirk. I don't know what it is, but it's just more work to pile on. Am I right? Am I right? But one cute thing I like to think about, and I just had to mention this because shippers, of course, is the fact that the Pixie Chick is like, wow, Rocket, you really ran to him, like you were really hugging him really tight. She's like, what you see was it's just so cute to see her like try hard not to get embarrassed. But even Aizawa was like, you did something a lot, as much as you could be teased for it, you actually did something that was important. You relaxed your compadre and you were able to help him in his time of need. It was pretty damn awesome, I have to say. Uraka really did help save the team in this one. Shinzo does get evaluated because he realized early on that although this was Class A versus Class B just to see where everyone's at, this was also used as a guise to see if Shinzo was ready to be in the hero course. And Aizawa lets him know, like, dude, you try too hard to match everyone's level. Keep in mind, these people have been training since day one, since they got here. They got into the hero course just to train for this. You put up the best fight you can after having like a couple months of training. Like, no one's expecting you to be at this level, and you have to be a prodigy. You have to be like Bakugo or All Might to be able to go from point A to point B. You know what I'm saying? But the progress that he does qualify him to be in the hero course. So awesome, Shinzo. That's awesome. I really hope we can see more of him. And one big philosophy I wanted to talk about, because this episode is gonna be a little long, like 15 minutes. You guys get a 15-minute episode. Is the fact that Monama's big thing was my quirk and Shinzo's quirk are basically not protagonist character quirks. The ability to copy and the ability to control people's minds is more of a villain quirk per se, or supporting character, someone who's able to, give the main character shine, time to shine. Which I'd have to argue, nah. I think they really did impress themselves. They could be their own main characters. Charles Xavier uses fucking telepathy to control people's minds. So did Jean Grey, I think. Yeah, so did Jean Grey. To copy, that's Rogue, and Rogue can copy people's powers. There's a lot of other heroes I'm probably missing that can copy people's powers. Taskmaster studies how people fight, their fighting style, and takes that. I there's so many characters. Wait, Taskmaster's a villain. I was trying to point the fact that he's a good guy. Don't pay attention to me. But you guys know what I mean. Like, there's so much. It's a lot better things that we could focus on. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot more potential in these quirks than they're very led to believe. I think that's what Aizawa sees in Shinzo, is that you have more potential in your quirk than I believe you even have the capacity to, because they pretty much have the same type of quirk where it's not combative. It's more you'd have to use your brain a lot more. Anyways, one thing I wanted to save some time to talk about is what I really think about one power for all people, is that what if the super strength quirk isn't from somebody who has super strength? It's just strength that gets piled on. Because I'm out here thinking, is it a 10 times multiplier? We don't know. It's just been stockpiling life force and strength. So I'm thinking that super strength is literally beginner level of stockpile quirk. I'm really thinking that's what it is. I don't think it's an actual super strength quirk that's just got stronger and stronger. I honestly really do believe that All For One, that how everyone's been using it so far, probably in tandem with their quirks as well, they mostly use it as a super strength quirk, when in fact it's a lot, or they use it as a multiplier for their own quirk. But I like to believe that All Might, who was quirkless along with Deku, have only been using the super strength aspect of it because they haven't been able to have access to the quirks. We know that Deku is the first person to, because I'm guessing this is the capping moment for the quirk. It can't absorb anymore. Like, it's kind of like you're baking a pie. This is the perfection. This is the pie at the perfect time. It's fully cooked. It's ready to be eaten. So now enjoy. So I'm thinking that's why Deku is and not only he's going to be probably the final user for it, but I think if he were able to pass it on, it would reset, or he'd have to reset the quirk himself. Remember, this quirk is a lot more elaborate than we're giving it credit for, allowing to not just stockpile strength or quirks, but also a person's soul. I think ultimately, if Deku was ever going to pass this on, he'd reset it. It kind of feels like the Omnitrix from Ben 10, low key, where it just seems like he has the potential to kind of use this person's hero, but once he's mastered it, he'll have access to all the quirks. But soon, if he wanted to give it up, he was gonna have to reset it so he can pass on maybe one quirk, and then something along the lines of that. I'm not really positive, but if you guys kind of agree with what I'm kind of saying, because I'm not too up to date on the manga. I do know some things currently, but there are some things I'm very in the dark about. Some stuff that mechanics can probably, like the mechanics of All For One, that are probably better explained. But if I'm missing anything, anime wise of course, please let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, because I don't know. I'm kind of in the dark as much as you guys are. But anyways, guys, this episode was pretty decent. I'm gonna give it a B+. It wasn't fantastic, but it was dope. It had some moments that made me go, fuck, bro, this is raw, this is awesome. But yeah, this is gonna be it for your boy. Adios, guys. I love you guys so much. Take care and peace out.